Hola. Hola, hola. Now the rest is going to be in Spanish, okay? So we are almost done. We have a little more to share, which is part of it I shared downstairs with the portfolio and talking about the equipment. We were trying to wait until the other patient came, but unfortunately there were an issue with the transportation, so we couldn't get here the fitting. We will have this for the next training. We will have to keep that. Basically, what we do with a fitting, with a patient for the fitting issues, it's that we want to make sure that everything that we learned today regarding the measurements, how he is looking in the chair, you have to see something harmonious, like you have to see something that is functional. Yeah, it works for him, he's comfortable in the chair, and you don't see any red flags like very long needs, very things that are not correctly of the patient mentioned something is hurting him, so you need to do the attach adjustment. Those are the fitting things that maybe we have to move a little low, a little up, maybe the whole back moving, maybe forward, climbing a little bit. A small adjustment that some chairs are a little more, some chairs less, but that's the idea on a fitting session. There are fittings which is like just adjustment, and some fittings needs replacement parts, and we need to order and maybe wait a couple of weeks, and then we reattach everything. So that's a part of the maintenance and the service that we have. This is the list of products that we offer in local health. We offer not only wheelchairs, but we also offer a lot of early intervention devices which are not wheelchairs that we can help. The mother of the lady downstairs, she used to have, she has a go-to, which is equipment that we have also, and we can show here. So we will begin like the next step. So we see this presentation. This is a power chair that we were talking about. Like this type of chairs can help a person who is quadriplegic to begin moving again independently. So independence is possible with a assistive technology. In the power chair, we think of three basics. We have in one part we have the power base, which is the strength of the chair, the characteristics of the model, which would be like a more all-terrain, could be more indoors, outdoors. It could be mid traction, which means that the center of the main wheel is in the center, so turning around is basically his own space. When it is a front wheel or a rear wheel, it takes a lot of more space to turn. So imagine you are up front, and then sometimes you have to go like from the back because you don't have space to turn around. So those type of things in the power base are getting consideration. The space, the chair needs to move around. The electronics is the interface. It's the connection with the motor, with the power. So this is the connection, and this has to be functional. If the person does not have this ability to pick this and to move it around precisely and correctly, then we have to do something. As an OT, you can imagine maybe we can make a bigger, make a ball, make a T-pole, make something else, then a goal post. We can do something, like we can attach this way and we move this way the chair. There is adaptations for the joystick, and it's just $50 and you get the new conditions how to drive, and everything is solved with that. Sometimes it's just because We didn't know that we have other options there. If this is not working, no matter what we do, we need to think about another. We can have head arrays, zip and back. We can operate the chair with different switches. We can have switches mounted on the knee, and he can operate. We can have tray switches, colors. They can go front, back, left, right. So we can do a lot of electronics to operate the chair. And we can have different systems in seating. As it is a power chair, this has to be separately, and then we mount the bar, and then we mount the seat. But it's important, the seating system we have in the chair. This is what we call this type of chair, which is like a standard seat and back. Most of the time it's called captain seat. Captain seat is like a car seat, like from a regular car. When we need positioning, there's different system. We have chairs that stands the person. So it is a chair and it's standing also. And the chair can be manually operated or it can be power operated. So everything here is power, and this is an hybrid option because it's self-propelled, but in the moment to standing, it has a switch here and it's going standing in a power way. So it's a mix.
Maria, why would somebody want a standing chair?
Because standing has a lot of benefits. Standing helps you with the breathing, with the circulation, with the range of motion. It helps you with the tone. It helps you with the digestion. So everything in a standing position works better. We are people that are meant to be stand since we were born. Like we are getting the sitting, then we're standing. So the human body works better in a standing, in an upright position. So it is demonstrated that the standing is super important. Any neurological patient should have any way of standing, at least a couple of minutes, 15. The idea is 1 hour a day.
I heard someone say as well that there are psychological benefits where you feel like when you stand up to talk to someone face to face, you feel like you're more like a real person. Yeah.
So standing chairs are like a fashion, like it's become like more requested and demanding with the time. So we have more options for standing.
Same chair. It comes with the standing option, but it don't come with reclining option.
This one?
Well,
the standing?
Yeah. No reclining.
Yes, they do have reclining. Right. And this type of power chair, they have all the options.
Wow.
All right, cool.
They have everything. They can go to the line, perfectly lining, and one have actually to the standing, so they can do anything. Sport chair, we talked briefly about the camber and the options on this. This is something that also it's good to know if we can recommend better equipment when they are doing sports. Okay. I have a colleague that worked with us that used to have a sports chair. He plays. He's a spinal cord injury, and he plays basketball. And he can tell the difference on a good chair than a regular, like low-cost chair when playing basketball. It's different than the sensation, the stability, a lot of things that work much better. So maybe if the team has an opportunity to be have donations that the government can replace, it's good to know that there is good staff also for sports, and we need to consider.
On a standard wheelchair, are those wheels, can those wheels be removed?
No, this one not.
Yeah. So okay.
They're not with me.
Somebody who's going to go to the because you know, remember,
That one
I
was
said,
yeah.
you just need fat.
Like this, that carry this.
No, but some of them come with it.
Yeah, some of them come with it. Like for instance, this one, they are basic ones, so this carry.
You have to.
But that the ones with the pin.
Right.
That's the transport, the transport.
But I think that other one,
No, it's
Yeah.
I know the transport wheelchairs do that.
the bigger one, we call it bigger one.
The Centra,
That other one we could reuse as well. Not just the transport, we have other one. But the normal ones is not just.
Okay, next one. So bags, we talked about a little bit about this. You see this post here? This is where you attach the lateral supports in this post. So you can attach this pin, the chair when we order the shade-free bag. It's really important to have a stable bag as well, like a solid base where we can rest and construct the posture. So when you order this type of bag, we remove the regular upholstery, and we have this hardware that comes with in the chair, which is this part, and then the bag has the other part, which just enters in a hole in each side, and you can remove it easily in the chair. So these type of bags are removable, and they can be in different heights, different widths, different contours, and you can add all the accessories. You have to order. If you don't order, as you mentioned earlier, you can have this, and later you can order how to assemble this. You have this part, and also the parts for the lateral support. So you can order later the parts. This is the reminding of the center of mass, where we regularly have all the weight of our body. So it is very important that the cushion has, can you show the next slide, has a hole, like a place where we can have this natural bones that goes lower than the rest in place. If you can, so this is anatomical. If you see the person, the bones do this. So if we don't have a cushion according to the anatomical shape, it will have more pressure here. So that's why we have cushions with this space at the bottom where we can fill with different materials. So we can fill that space, we can fill with fluid, with air, or with a different type of foam. So that's the good cushion needs to have a contour, positioning, can protect the skin, especially in that part. And then we can play with different types of covers. We have incontinent covers, breathable covers, and lycra, which is like very thin one. So it depends on the necessity of the patient. Then you go with the cushion. The cushion is really, really, really important. Really. It's sometimes if it's a very nice chair but doesn't have a correct cushion, then you did halfway. So sometimes if I need to sacrifice something, I prefer like a lower cost chair with a good cushion. Definitely on a good back. So this is really, really important. The backs, we have some kind of things that were used in the past, but currently we need to take care of the back as well. If the back has a regular or standard chair, that's why I mentioned standard chair are great, but for the use of a standard chair. If it is not for that use, like it's momentary, transitory, if it's gonna be the chair for him to be in the day, we have to do something, maybe change the cushion, maybe change the back, or maybe try to do something to get it better. If you have a good cushion, it changed everything. But in the back, as long as you rest, it's always ends up like this is like losing shape. So you end up in a position like this. And that's the position. So next one. That's how we do some. All of our bags has kind of wedges where you can put inside, similar to this, but you can play in the bags with some positionings that if you have a deformity that doesn't touches here, you can add filling to make it more base touching the back. Here you can see how you can play with this, and you can see this is a map of pressure. So you can see when you have a person that is seated and is not touching the back, you don't have pressure on that part. And when you do some adjustments and you feeling, you gain support. So this only shows that when you do some changes in the back, you get a better blue area, which is receiving pressure, more homogeneous. So this is the same I show you later. Here you can see how the lateral supports came. This is a swing away. It has a button here that you can swing away, and they are mounting from the back. This is a nice, it's a better picture of how the arm supports, or also the shoe holders. This is attached in the same platform, and then sometimes you have to make holes. Sometimes you have to make holes in the platform in order to attach the shoe holder, but that is fine. These are some options from pediatric strollers. This type of strollers is this is the Sphinx, which is a stroller from Sunrise that can be in all these sizes. This is width, and this is the options on depth. So you can have this stroller, but it's only 30 degrees on tilt, but it's just a little tilt. It can work like that, but it's a fixed one. Or this is just reclining. You don't have tilt in this type of chair, of stroller. And the stripe, it's gonna be it's the cheaper of the three, cheapest of the three, and it's also no tilt in space. There are strollers for transporting patients. None of them are very good for positioning. The Sphinx is the one that can be with J positioning, but it's only transporting. We have, we call One Low products, and it's our own brand, and we understood that the market in many countries is impossible for a J or for a Quickie, and we are perfectly knowing that, and that's why with our experience of being in touch with very nice brands, and we also are in touch with the standard ones, so we create our own products. It's called One Low products. They are in the middle. They are not the cheapest. They are not the more expensive, and they are there. And we offer regular manual chairs with aluminum. We offer tilt in space chair. We also bariatric, which is called Coyote Max, which is 22 and 24 inches width. And we also have some power options as we have a scooter, but we also have a power chair, very basic. It's called Felix. We have the next one. This positioning component is like we mentioned in the standard. We have small or large. There is no much more options. It's what we have. We didn't have different shapes. But the good thing about this is when there's no possibility of other thing, we can offer a complete chair with some adjustments. This is the CP Iris that we talked. This is the Sunrise CP Iris. And we can have this intelligent rotation in space. We have all type of bags.
Hey, from bread.
The colors, you can see all the
Yeah.
colors.
From.
And when you enter to sunrisemedical.com and you pick the color, you see the chair in the color you want. So you can see how it looks. But sometimes I want to see the chair I am ordering. It's really hard to do that. But I want to see the J3 with the 15 inches back with cushion and with the color I want to see that before it. It's so complicated to have all the options in one picture. Now we are going to see another product. This is from Brixton, and it's called the Tram. The Tram is a transferring and mobility device, and basically is what we are seeing here. It's you approach from the front to the patient, and you have to make him lean forward, and you just adjust that tram support. These different colors you see in the laterals of the harness has to be when we are going to see that this is going to be a transferring from seat to seat, and independent of the shape of the body, you can go to the blue, it doesn't matter really. It's just for having options to go in more backwards or more front. So as you can see, it's just the therapist is helping the patient, and she's alone doing everything. No one is helping.
Them homes are going to do this.
So this is great to have help of transferring patient. It goes up to 320 pounds, 360, 320. 300 pounds.
No, the drill, what is the standard? Is it right?
And he's elevated already. Then you move. So you can go to the toilet,
Yes.
and go to the bed.
So you can put it more commode.
And if the patient squeezes a little, you can add an extra strap there. Everything in Riften is non-tool. No tool. You don't require tools to adjust anything. Everything's there. So we also have aluminum ramps, portable ramps. So if you have to sort of kind of step, you can have this portable ramp, and you can take it as a suitcase, and you keep it. It's pretty simple, low cost, and have a solution for some steps on the grandmother house or wherever you move around and you need some help there. Also, it can help to like if you have to carry a really heavy stuff to a van, it can go to the floor to the van and can sort. The only thing we need to know for the ramps is inclination, because we need to be up to 15. 15 is too much already, but if you need to have, like, I don't know, 2 steps, maybe you need a ramp of 6 feet. And then maybe if this is higher, it's going to be 8 feet. We have up to 10 feet ramps. We also have have to order the free.
Yeah, the hydraulic. That's what we have. This is.
We have, this is for the first one is a really basic It's a really basic lift, patient lift for the bed. Yes, we have also power elevating, like the Hoyer here, joints. And we have one from our low medical, it's in the middle of the coast, so it's pretty good option. We also have this type of lift is for the pools, enters to the water. So you can enter to the water, you can enter to a spa if it is up. There are different models. The brand is called Aqua Creek. They are from the United States, and you can have any type of accessibility to pools. We also have beach access chairs and floating chairs. We enter to the water as well, like represent there, like a reclining chair that enters and can enjoy the water as well. So we try to have options for mobility and independence for all the aspects of the day-to-day. Next one.
Maria, before you move, do you have anything for stairs?
No,
Staircases?
no.
Stairs, no, we don't have stairs that type, no. On Rifton, I think that we cover these 5 divisions, which is mobility, transferring, sitting, standing, and aging. So you have equipment for the 5 aspects on the operation. This is the first image is how many times everyone is doing standing and transferring, which is a good option, but it's at the end the caregiver hurts his back. So the tram would be an excellent option to help with standing, because we see a video of seat to seat, but we also have this pelvic support. Instead of pulling the leg in a seated position, it leaves the legs in the floor and just stand the person. So the same tram can be seated to sit, sit to stand, and assisted walking. So you can have that too. This is the Rifton Pacer. Who knows the Pacer? Have you ever seen this?
We didn't want to already.
Okay, the Pacer is one of the top sellers on Rifton products. It's that it's a gait trainer, so you can teach how to walk. And it has
Starting from
all the supports needed. You can show the videos one by one. Audio. So the Rifton Pacer, can be attached to a treadmill base, so you can walk in a treadmill.
The one you did this week. Yes. No.
Sometimes you don't see a very nice walking in the Pacer, but the idea of beginning to teach the movement, then maybe they are walking and then they get a better seated position. Because you move it forward in the development and then going back, and you can see some improvements in previous postures. So this idea of trying to get the kid to the next step and then going back, it's great. And we have another kid there walking. He's using ankle support as well. Keep going. I love that smile. And that's the Pacer can be from kids and adults. We have 5 sizes. After a stroke, some patients cannot walk in this. They need something stronger. This is the place.
How heavy is the case now?
It's
And
very heavy.
transport, so it's not very transportable.
It reduces, so it is transportable, but it is heavy, maybe 60 pounds. No? So here is a combination of a tram and a pacer, because sometimes the tram was only used to do walking. So the base of the original tram is shorter base. So we have the combination of the electronic pacer, which basically is the tram, the upside with all the benefits of the tram, with the transferring thing. But you have the bigger base of the pacer XL, which is more like into the gate. We saw this with the case before. We have different options on standing as well. Activity chairs in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, you know that it's it's a U.S.
Yes.
Some things are similar to the U.S. So equipment in Puerto Rico is funded by the government education. So education pays for the equipment, not health. And they, when a kid is identified with a condition, they report it and they enter to the system, and it is bureaucratic. They need to fight for that, but they do get equipment. And the school has one activity chair for each child. So last 2 months ago, they purchased how many? 200 activity chairs for Puerto Rico.
Wow, you see?
And so this is the idea of this equipment is that the seating doesn't have to be static, has to be dynamic, has to be involved in the movement. So the activity chair improves this anterior tilt. What happened with my legs? Oh, I'm receiving some weight here. Okay, I have to do something about this. So it's an active seating, improving the motion of the person. It's very like a lot of accessories similar to the HTS. We have everything. The trike also. I love the trike. Next one, the activity chair. We already talked about this. The different bases. Also promotes the activity because it has also a little tilt anterior. This is a video, it's good. This is Firefly products.
Oh, yes.
This is okay. This early intervention product. This brand was acquired by Sunrise also, and they are made in Ireland. It's called Firefly Friends, and we have the Go to Seat, Splashy, the Up Seat, Scoot. Everything is from the same brand. It's Firefly products, and they are not so expensive. Really, they are affordable, and they are really super nice solutions for the like easy to move around. And you can give this Scoot has this triangle shape, so it can be like how do you call it, like a board, and the kid would be in the like facing the floor, and they can do this, beginning the movement. They can sit because they can attach a seat. They can attach the wheel, so it's a 4-in-1. It's this type of equipment. You don't have configuration. You get everything. You can use everything, or you can use part of it, but you could get everything every time. This one, please go. No, previous one.
Okay.
So this one is this one is the Oopsie. This one is a combination. So the kid has an harness, the chest, it has a attachment in the pelvic, and then the mom or the caregiver has a belt, and you connect with the chest. You attach it with the buckle, and both mom and kid share the sandals, so you walk together. So it's the initiation of the gait. This is similar to a bath chair, but this is with the standing in the floor. So this is the splashy, also for the same brand. And this is can be used in the sand, in the water, in the snow, whatever you want. This is the go-to seat, which the mom uses. This is a transportable positioning. You take it everywhere. So the kit is contained, it's attached with positioning, and you just move it to a regular chair, to a supermarket stroller, to a swing.
I think they use it on an airplane. That was their primary motivation to go to Tibet.
Can be used in the airplane.
So, because when she turned 2, Caribbean Airlines wouldn't let them hold her at all. So they needed an option.
And this is the portable HTS to show you how it's important, the portability. So this is just a bag, and you there. So you move to another place and you're not sure if you're gonna be able to use the toilet, then you take your own seat. There you can see the splashing in other pictures. Next one. So we are finishing. I think I have 2 more slides, but the main objective we have is mobility and independence. This is Arturo, he worked with us. Arturo, like
I
this.
remember him. Yes, he's so many conference. Yeah.
Next one. It's Spanish. Okay.
What does it say? Integrating cluster through
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Everything depends on the correct prescription, the recommendation that we can do. Next. So, summarize like important steps: improve posture, greater comfort and tolerance, prevent skin lesions, improve self-care, improve performance, socialization, quality of life. And also another objective sometimes is make caregiver assistance. Next one. Always consider the motivation of the patient, the age of the patient, what is important, the environment, psychological factors, emotional state, the desire of control and independence, different cultures, so also type of disease, progressive, non-progressive. Next one. We need to identify the needs, offer the right side, the right support, do the measurements, what we need, recline or recline, what support, foot, calf, knee, arm. But above all is working as a team. If we don't work as a team, center patient model where everything is working for the patient, you won't be successful. If everyone do their own part but never communicate, then the patient says, or the parent says, no, this is not what I want. I don't want you to this chair. So it's really important teamwork. Next
Don't do
one.
these. No. The next slide is the survey, but
Okay.
the patient for the adjustments is almost here.
Okay.
So we're looking to bring them up here instead. But we'll quickly talk about the ordering process and then a little bit about aid and need
Yes.
while we wait for the families. Hi everyone. So in your booklet, there are two forms. One is a custom order form and one is the low ordering form. The custom order form is when patients come to us at our stores and they just say, hey, I have a family member who needs a special needs chair or bathroom item and we need assistance. So they can't just say they want an item, obviously they need to be assessed. So we make them fill out these forms and from there we send it usually to Jan or somebody on her team and they then make an appointment with us to do an assessment. They then come to our store in Arrowhead Avenue because it's the largest store and we have space to actually do the assessment. And from there, the measurements are taken with AA Lackeys. The assessment is done free on behalf of AA Lackeys. Obviously, if you as OT are doing these assessments, we will pay you for the assessments. But through AA Lackeys, we just give it to the family for free, which means the measurements are owed technically by us. So if a family wants the measurements, they have to pay for the measurements. We have to make that clear. So this service is free for AA Lackeys. You would obviously charge us, we will pay you, but the family does not see that portion of it. From after you do your assessment and you take your pictures, which is very important, which we showed you the angles which are needed. You are then to email me, my card is in the file, and I will then reach out to the team. We would then go through your information, see what is needed, see if anything is missing. And then from there, there's a quote. If obviously everything is fine, we'll organize the quotes. Sometimes they need funding, which is where Jan comes in. She can sometimes help us with funding, or if not, we go through AA Lackeys financial. Sometimes families create funding for themselves based on the quotes. So, there's a lot of variables that take place. Now, let's just say they come to you first, and you have a patient. You didn't come to us, they had a patient. You could do the assessment in your business. You still have to email me. I will then get the quotes. You tell me if to charge you as your business, and you put a markup on it. It's up to you. Or I quote directly to the family. So it's really up to you as it's your business at the end of the day. I don't want to be involved, so you just let me know who to do the quote to. So I just want to remind you all, this is a form below that we want you to fill out. I will send it on PDF to everybody, so you could have multiple copies. We're also going to create a portal on our website for you all, so you could download the documents, see the catalogs. So when it's live, I will send it to you all by emails. Now I have everybody's email, so you will have access to these information. These reports, ideally we want it to be filled out exactly how they recommend, how Maria showed you how to measure everything, because we don't want confusion. Recently we've been getting a lot of confusion of our languages are different, not just English and Spanish, as in our technical languages. So you really want to make sure what you fill out is exactly what you want, and maybe your report is a little more extra help. So Luciana is the person I deal with regularly for these orders. So when she has any doubts, she will email me and I will come back to you. You have any questions? Yeah.
Could you go over the assessment and the paying part and the free part, please?
Which part exactly? So the assessment is free, but we like the families, if they come through AA Lackeys, it is free. We don't charge anybody to do assessment. If an OT wants to get, say they have a fee for doing the assessment on behalf of AA Lackeys, you bill me as an AA Lackeys for the assessment. We don't charge your family. So once we finish your assessment, I get your bill, we process it, I'll call you and you say your check is ready to collect. Usually it's like $400, I believe, for the assessment.
Yeah.
To just do the assessment. Now when there's an installation, there's a fee also that you could charge. I think it's usually $400 also. You come in with us, with our tech team, and do the adjustments for the family. That's basically what the fee is. So it's just your time. That's if the patient comes through us. that we reach out to you and we'll pay you to come and do the assessment for free for the family. Now let's just say the patient comes to you already. We're just the middleman. You just send me the form, the fill out form, your assessment sheets, your little extra detail, whatever, and then we send and get a quote. There's no assessment fee on my end or anything, free, because you already did it with your client privately. So did I explain it properly?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions? So I know we talked about 3 ranges of prices. So what you would need to tell me in the email is you need to say, Christy, what I put on this form is the best case scenario. If it's too expensive, please make sure it just has X, Y, and Z in it, which is maybe lateral supports.
Probably do 2 forms, Christy. One is a low and another high.
Maybe correct.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do 2 forms for us. Make sure put maybe scenario A, scenario B. So when they are seeing it, they're not like, what is going on here? They're confused. So it just lets us know what A means and what B means. So we kind of guided by your email. Remember, pictures are important because that's usually what the delays are when they get the forms. What does the patient look like? You could block their face. You don't need to see their face, but we need to see their body, their legs, their back, and a video is great too. Correct?
If you can take videos, also it's great. Just to you to remember this form, I don't know if you noticed that the back is different. It says power chair. The power chair has different options than the manual chair. So we decided to make 2 different assessments when it is power or when it is manual. We didn't have time today. It was a lot of information to go into a power option detail and to see, so we couldn't do that. But if it's it talks about mid, rear, center with a power option you are requesting. We have power tilt, power recline, power elevating. So that's basically the power. The power option would have some other options that in the manual we don't have. That's we separate it. But in one side it's power and the other side is manual.
Right. I think that's basically it from my end, because I mean we've talked a lot of questions throughout the day and you'll ask me a lot. So obviously warranty is important. We offer warranty in frame, not on the fabrics. In the wheels, we don't offer on the tire, the rim. That's not under this is not under warranty, correct? This part?
You have the warranty for all.
Yes, it's basically
Yes.
all the warranty information is on the manual. So just always check through your manual to make sure. Obviously, if there's a question, I'm here to guide you. Something happens to your chair, I'm here to guide you. I reach out to the team. Pictures, serial number is important. Please, usually when you get a manual, it would have your serial number, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so keep it safe. And also, if your sticker for your serial number is kind of getting going away, maybe take a picture of it before when you get it, so you have all your information.
And we also write a report on it before the serial number and give the customer a copy.
And I believe the invoice should have the serial number too.
Yes.
Our invoice and your
our
invoice.
yes.
Yeah, so
But
it's
how many
usually
we do?
recorded somewhere along the line, the serial number, which is very important because it could be a 5-year-old chair, and that's important. Also, the growth part, which we mentioned earlier. If it's a chair that has the free growth plan option, it has to be within a 5-year period. If it goes after the 5-year period, it's no longer valid. So if you may have a candidate who has outgrown their chair and it's available, reach out to me. We'll reach out to the team. I need the serial number. We have to do an assessment again to see what options are needed, and then from there we'll see what is available to the family. So John, I'm probably going to speak quickly about aid and need, and then the family hopefully will be here soon.
We can do, what do you think? Finish the questions.
I'm just gonna leave my phone with you in case they call.
Hi, everyone.
Yes,
Take a picture.
that's what that banner is.
Yes.
I'll just give you the history. It began 3 years ago. It actually started from me working at ALAC, which was working there for almost almost 10 years for reception, so when I started building.
Um,
And I used to see a lot of times when families come in, I would do measurements for them, they get the quotes, 40,000, 50,000, where they getting this money, it used to be super hard. So I never used to see some of these families again, or they would leave, 2 years later, they'll finally be able to raise the money, they'll come back, but for 2 years, this child has had no positioning and no correct seating, and they've had nothing, so. Over time, I was like, this is crazy, you know? But chairs are so expensive, and they really do give me the best price possible, they work really, really hard.
Once we know it's involved with a charity, I mean, the price is already low, but we drop it further.
Yeah, so they work really well with me and they do give me a really good price, but of course it's still a lot of money. So that's what Aiden came about, you know, I said, you know, we have to be able to influx into the system a little bit more, because I can't build it. And I actually teamed up over the last few years, I teamed up with Community Chest. And for each Aiden recipient, they donate $15,000 towards each chair. That's what we do, it's like a chunk to be raised. But over the last few years, we've been able to give 5 wheelchairs, a pace trainer, a pacer, and another one, you just saw the other one today, right? And these are all mostly CP kiddos that really need these complex wheelchairs. So yeah, this is why I can, like, fundraising is the hardest thing for me right now. We go through debts. COVID didn't help too much. So we do a lot of fundraising when we can. A lot of this personal donations from people that I might know, or recently the case free and I worked on, we pushed, it was a past agency student, so we got really lucky and a lot of her community rallied together. So I just want to use this opportunity if anybody has some great options where we can put our heads together, all OTs, we all want to fight for the same thing. We're all on the same boat. It's not just me fitting. I know everybody wants this. And so wants to close together any kind that comes to them. What can we do? Come on. Because the fundraising is super hard. Every time we raise more money, boom. God, it takes a few months, raise the money, you know? So what can we do? Yeah. Well, no, but I'm here to support. I really want to support. I want us to be able to work together more. Community trust on it, yeah. San Fernando, yes. Doctors from San Fernando Medical that has come together. They have this board for a long time, and they're big on children. They're big on children, big on educating children, and yeah. I presented my case to them, I met with them, and they're happy to give towards every case I have. But let's take advantage, and so far they've only helped me with 2 cases. I mean, this is money sitting there that they can give me, but I need to get, you know, feel it going. Priya made a good point. Instead of having one in kind every 3 months, we can push it now. How?
And we can probably get more businesses on board, which we are trying to do right now.
Anisha's coming. Christy, she's here.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, I know that we're all on the same page, we're all work together, we all want to, you know, raise $50,000. I've sent a lot of letters into different companies, different foundations as well. Some hit, some don't.
John, let's talk about how, well, not right now, but how PTSD and either need to maybe support each other a bit more officially, so maybe we can tie some of our fundraising goals together. And also how we can work on finding people who would benefit from the amazing work that you've been doing. Just want to congratulate you again in front of everybody.
Team effort.
Yes, and we have to do it in full recognition, but you know, it's really trying to fill those gaps that you see in front of us, and we all see gaps every day. So
Yes, and I know we all have the same goals, correct.
and see how we can work together.
I think that's right. If we have TTOT naked team up, and we can find a way to definitely make it like a TTOT client as well, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we can.
It would be nice if you could do something like around yourselves, like the Down Syndrome Family Network does.
Yes.
Where they
Yes.
go around to all the local, like in the malls and different places, and they get all the schools involved.
That's a great
And
fundraiser.
so they can like sell something different that's fun that people who do that you could advertise on Instagram.
That's a really good one. That's a good one. Just consistently able to, you know?
I mean, because they get, you see all the kids, I mean, I follow even in the States, and you see them, or even, you know, there's a day program for adults with developmental delays in Miami. And they do fashion shows where they sell tickets and they do community art projects and they charge money to attend. And they do things like that to get the local community to contribute. So, you know, some of these kids in their wheelchairs, you get them and their families to do a fashion show. And so they get to participate in fun things that people in the community like to go to. And sell the tickets. And then you also, then you're kind of killing two birds with one stone, because then you're raising awareness, maybe destigmatizing disability, maybe encouraging these parents to take their kids out in public, because very often they don't. Right, because look at mom, she's so, and like I interviewed her mom last year on Zoom, and every time she said her name, she giggled and smiled. So like she pays attention to what's going on, and so if all of a sudden when she was happy, she was giggling because she was the center of attention. It was only when she was in pain that she cried. So put her on a platform where everybody's looking at her and clapping.
And mom messaged to say that as soon as she got into class, she was cooing and gooing and happy. So she wants me to tell you that. But yeah, I think it's a really good.
Yeah, I have a suggestion, so like almost like something like body walk.
Right.
Like I think a lot of when you're thinking, when I was include the population that you're actually hunting as well.
Yes.
So I think something like body walk would be an excellent idea. You're not gonna call it body walk.
You have your own
figure out something, but like generally, like you pay, it's a marathon, you have 5K, it could be whatever. I think a lot of people are into that, and you can also have it inclusive. Where, okay, so the you know, whatever, adaptive mobility device they have, and you can participate too. It's like the whole Boston marathon.
Yeah.
I think like what I'm the most frequency the triple policy.
Yes.
I think we can make it like something for cerebral palsy.
Awareness, yes. Also, yeah, I agree.
So if you title it today, that would be great, and it's something that you have every year. So you don't necessarily need to do like a gala or anything, maybe you have to get a room and then food and whatnot. But race is fantastic. That was fun. We're good. There's a charge.
Yes.
And then you're well, police involved and so forth. But I think that would be a cheaper option where you can raise more money and at least majority of the proceeds could go back to you and TTOT. So that's a fantastic idea.
Do you want to do a vehicle service? Well, it's going to take capital to start. Well, there's no way for all of these people to get anywhere with their nice wheelchairs. So if somebody ran a private wheelchair transport service that was actually an accessible car that had a ramp or aided, but it could be, it would take your initial capital, but fee for service over time could go to, part proceeds could go to that people could, because there's only one, but begin to teach.
So, there was a law, but right now it's suspended.
Even there you go.
So, they had some issues during COVID, and so these services are running right now.
So maybe they even have,
But it was limited from the I mean, I remember when we did the
When we did the
contact, like, they had some people that have their feelings and they didn't have it.
but with those,
yeah. But it's
It's on a smaller level, most people, like, I know a lot of, there's some cars that they have that maybe that they can go into the trunk, for example, but I think what Tara's talking about is on a little bit of a larger level, where it's maybe a larger corporate sponsor that's able to do maybe a larger sized vehicle, or create a service. I mean, not just a vehicle, because we can't just think of one, it should be a service, for somebody to be able to think. But I think we're gonna have the actual specific fundraising ideas will be something that is gonna take us a lot more time to flush out. But I definitely think that collaboration, people could keep thinking about the ideas and then. I was walking through the first night today and I saw a bus that was paid for by one of the banks. It wasn't,
I saw that.
yeah, so I would ask for like an adaptive van or an adapted bus. That could fit multiple people.
You are asking the question is after.
There's some questions.
Yes. Okay, but yeah, still with Jen.
With the patient, right?
Yes, it's a sponsor in the garden. Right, instead of a level. So months into it and guys.
Thank you guys. I guess we'll be in the agenda. I like about the audience. Fundraising team. Who wants to join the fundraising committee? Raise their
So she said she's talking. So before we finish, the last patient is on its way, and we're gonna actually bring them upstairs because it's an adjustment. But
So
still
in the
probably.
With the test?
Oh yeah, the test. How long will that take? Okay, we'll do a quick quiz.
We will have a quick quiz. So if you pay attention, it's gonna be very easy, very easy. So you can answer that.
Too much light?
Anybody got it? Got it. All right, it's quick.
Did you get the questions? Ay, ay, ay.
Number 3 is tricky. Everybody, number 3.
Number 3 is tricky.
Number 3 is phone a friend. A, B, C, and D.
Come on, no cheating. No cheating. You have to answer the questions, ladies. Have a quiz. Have a quiz. Everybody could enter? Yes?
Yeah, I think so.
You got a lot of questions, eh?
Ah, it's 10, only 10.
Okay. Got it. Let me see what I got.
Everybody, we have a guest here today.
Hello.
I passed the quiz.
Again,
Oh, you number 3 or something?
I got 8. I got 8.
who get 10, 10?
Let me do it over.
I'm so sorry about all this.
Hello. Do you remember me? Hi.
Yes.
Welcome. We are finished in a long day. We began at 8 a.m. in the morning. Everyone. You too.
I love this stickers. You got some stickers on? I love this
Lou,
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah, you can push it yourself. You want to show us? See how you push it?
Mama, do you want to get the thing? Oh, you joking?
we have snacks. Everybody can send me pictures they can see the table. They have access
I'm here.
John.
Oh, I'm blocking.
John, you missed one.
Shame.
I know.
Very nice.
I know.
He took out his jacket to get
I know.
down.
Well, Donald's the one doing the adjustment because Mark already knows how.
Right,
So we want to, Donald, he's kind of scared. He's like, never.
Amia's scared too.
Oh, really?
Everybody's nervous. Come on. No. Gabby. No, she did. She wanted to say amazing, by the way. That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, good.
You have these?
All the things we did today.
Okay,
She just needs to go to YouTube website.
that'll be up.
It's up already. So she can watch it. I need to move this. How do I move this?
No, it's okay. So she likes doing this.
I need to see where they do the adjustments and then
And she's
this
just
is
there.
I think so. So we can walk with it. We're
This
walking
chair-
with this, so we're walking. Mark, we're trying to get deeper.
So
Oh.
so we have here this beautiful lady, and we have this CPX8 chair. This is a folding pediatric chair in a beautiful purple color. And we have this chair from, it was set 10, if I'm not wrong, 10. And we have there in
The invoice served with oxygen.
Oh, I have the invoice.
So, this type of chair can grow 2 inches in width in the same chair, and this can move a little.
So mid
Also, we
2002,
can have
2022.
like growing in depth. So we will definitely do some adjustments on her, because we see that we have here we need a little more depth. We also need to do something on these feet, because we need to have them lower. And I think that as we are doing adjustment, we will move a little wider as well. Because I removed the armrest here, and she's more comfortable. So those type of adjustments, we are gonna work on it. Anything else that you see that maybe we do? An opinion on what you see?
Her Barbie stickers are beautiful on the wheels.
Yes.
See that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they each place perfect.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah, that's it.
we are gonna, when we do adjustment,
She
the
got
idea is
it mid
sometimes we have to move the patient back, work on the chair, and then try again. So it's not something really quick that we fix in 10, 20 minutes. We really need to take pictures to see how she is here, have the new measurements, and then work on the chair and go back. So I think that it's a good option is if we can see together, if you think there is another opinion, your opinion is super valuable, to see how we can do something else. With that, we will be okay. I think she's nice in the chair. The back it's fine so far. I have to talk with mom if there is something that she needs to change as well.
The armrest looks a little high as it is right now with the arm positioning.
The arm positioning?
Yeah, because she has to just shrug the shoulder to get it up onto the armrest.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It's too high.
That's the table, that's no. That's okay. She has a table attachment to it, that's in the school.
The table.
Table, yeah.
Okay. What is this? Okay. I don't know. This is what I This section.
Okay.
So this is something that we as an accessory as well. It is a extension for from the brakes, so it's easier for her to get it. So this is an accessory. It's nice that she has that you can see. This type of wheels is a little wider, which is much better if you got to go to different terrain, avoiding it to stack. The what? Yes, that's the anti-flutter, which is something that avoids the casters to move. This type of let me speak that. This is in, out, what means that it can be swing away from in and to out, and that is removable as well. And it's not heavy if you want to.
So when she uses this chair to go to school, come home, she uses it. Once they go into public, she uses this chair. So she got playgrounds, food, school, playground.
What's her diagnosis?
Yeah.
John?
Muscular dystrophy.
So weakness, fatigue.
And she can stand and do some walking, no, not that.
She can wait there.
She can, she walks, she can be in the floor and she walks around.
That's why the knees, I asked immediately. You can say that she's in the floor. Okay. So what we are gonna do now is we have to work with the technicians to attach this chair. But for everyone,
It's inverted, right?
I want
just
to
for us.
ask you,
Well, it's normal.
regarding the quiz, you answered the quiz? Okay, so we are gonna, Luisiana, we are gonna review the quiz also in the midnight, and we will see the winner of the class. And we will have prizes for the top 5. Top 5, we will have prizes.
Oh,
Wow.
really good students.
So we have, how we check that? I don't know.
Oh,
We
yeah,
have
for
extra. We
example.
might have extra. Do we?
The what?
You have extra prizes?
Yeah, we still have some.
And
More.
the last thing we have to do before, and like you can stay to see this, but I want a picture with all of us, so do not leave without the picture.
Also, I have certificates for everybody for being part of the workshop.
So we can do that part now, so you are free to go, if you are free to stay. We take a picture. Do you want to be in the picture with us, please?
No?
You stay in the picture.
Shy.
with us?
She's a little shy. I love the sister face.
The certificates and then we do that. What do you
It's
think?
okay.
You're agree on that? We should do the picture on the front, right? So here. Let's move here to take the picture.
I'll call you one by one down and then we'll take the
But then the whole group together.
Yes, so as I call you down, you'll come and we're moving. Chantal. Very good. Yes. Giselle. Celeste. And Dr. Chelsea. Yes. Thank you so much. Shanice Clark. It was an honor. Jenna Cunningham. Eva Edges. Yeah, you can say it one time. And Dola Felix. Thank you for coming. Priya Gomez. Sorry. Chancellor Green. Chancellor. Tara Langsam.
Debería ponerme el frente.
No, yo was supposed to be doing it.
Oh.
Next second. Normally back and take a picture.
Maybe you should start wearing it Right.
Natasha.
I'm sorry, give me just space to move the camera.
Kristen, Molly, Mark Manmohan.
Mark. Okay. Nathaniel Moore.
Nathaniel Moore.
He dressed up first, ladies. He dressed up first.
Dr. Amy Polward. Diane Pemberton. Linda Reed.
Come on down.
Tara Reedy.
Who got 10 out of 10?
Jim Santa.
John, someone.
Crystal Simon.
Thank you.
Valerie Small.
Valerie? She's coming. Oh, okay. She has an obstacle in front of her.
Tamara Lani Charada.
Most popular right here.
Pronounce it so well.
Shauna Taylor.
Anybody tease you with VWs? Come down.
After that,
Anne Cato.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chelsea. Happy birthday to you. Mika Walcott. Micah?
they got mine right.
Anastasia. Mika Wilson. Everybody has a certificate? Mark.
last but not least.
I know every after Mark come and get to take a last picture.
Yes, let's take one picture.
Huh? Yeah. I'm not sure. Do I have this one?
So complicated. You got a picture too? Wait for the picture.
Yeah, let's take it.
Shy.
Come on, come on.
Now we are going to the picture.
I will, but never frame it.
No, my assistant will take it. Yeah, I will take it. Mark, you any picture too? Yeah, take a picture if you want to. Show people in the front of me, basically. John, Tara.
We coming.
We have to move forward. Come on, here as well. Here you can
I'm coming in front
Where are you
Nobody than
Blue?
right.
I know.
My legs for the party.
That's why I'm sitting.
Kimchi, right, please.
Then I take one.
One from one.
No, she took like two. She took two. Smile.
What's she got, man?
Quickly.
One more.
Okay.
All right, time to get to work. Are we still live?
Yes.
Hi, Kellyanne.
Everybody say hi to the Tobago. Hi, Tobago.
I'll see you all soon. I'll be today very soon. Very soon I'll be today.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. It was a pleasure meeting everybody. No problem. Those who are interested in the events are happening, and those who are not there, sometimes thank you for coming.
Those legs go broke.
Okay, so everybody, I know some people but I just really wanted to say thank you to the team from AOT. So Christy and Kiara, thank you so much for all of the hard work
No problem.
that you put into this. It was so amazing. I know we all learned a lot, and I know we can hear a lot more today. We may have more questions, so looking forward to it being a continuous.
You'll have my card, you'll have my cell number. Call me anytime. WhatsApp me, it's not a problem. I'm here to guide you also, and you're here to guide me too, because I have a lot of questions for you also. So I continue. I wish we could continue. I hope that we will continue to work with each other, because I know there's a lot to do still.
Really excited. I also want to thank, of course, Maria and Luana.
Yes.
Luciana.
Thank you for all of the information that you shared, for all of the little tricks and secrets and tips that you would have given us. Thank you for the demonstration. Thank you for answering our questions. We really, really appreciate it, and we definitely would have benefited from your experience, from your knowledge, and we really look forward to learning more about the products and being able to continue this as well. You know, it's an ongoing collaboration between all of us. So really thank you for everything and for being here today.
On that note, I have a little gift.
Really, it's beautiful being here. I'm so thankful to you for your time, your participation. It's really nice when you have a very so natural group.
Of the winner. The winner names.
Yes.
Every time I move it, then I'm just adjusting the chair.
Shanice, Tara,
We attach here.
What's that tape, man?
Love that. Love that.
We can probably do it today.
Eva and Anula.
we have two, so go ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll flatter.
No. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on.
This has to be inside.
This other come out.
It's too expensive.
Remember, this is what you need.
And the other thing is, you have done this. You expand this.
Right, you want this in the school?
We're smaller than
Just for TCOT, over here maybe by the sun. Oh yes, yes. No. I didn't bring steak.
The stakes are high.
I ordered a steak. Alright. Okay, come across a little bit because we elevate in half. Right. Thank you. Ready?
John, you need to be in this picture. Yes. John, you're part of A, like this family. I'll get one back. No, Mark is really part of this.
Okay, so no, then you can't do it. The projector, your face, right? Because your face and then up with the eyes. Hold up. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much. Oh, we did that one now. You send us everything.
I'll send you.
Yep. Give me 1 second. Hello.
Most photos today. Yeah.
Oh, the photos today.
Simply how you do it. And then this part might go too. This part is since I look at this thing, next one. we have a two bag.
His dog I think has everything.
Yeah. Is that the new bag? You're not sure? Yeah, but it's like this if you can get some new.
Take out the salads. Again, yeah. Right, come on.
No, let it.
You need to tell the line.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to twist it.
no, but I'm trying. No, let's go.
Latin?
Yeah, Latin, but I want to like it.
Two screwdrivers. One in here, one in here. Yeah. Take one, let me go through. Yeah.
Not true.
Never too far away. Correct. 3 kids and 2 hands. I know. All right. You two take care. I know.
Yes.
The other way around, right?
I would advise to know what is it. For this one, just let me know.
Okay. Just in case we need to.
Yeah, topology, you might want. they are the question, the meeting and the yeah, no problem. Wow, that's a problem. Oh, it's not simple. I like to put screws like it.
Oye, señoritas, un momento.
You're my Spanish coordinator, no?
Un momento, por favor.
Question.
Let me put this.
Question. Mark, you have a question, right? No, I can adjust this system.
This is blocking it.
Yeah, I'm not here.
No, no.
What is that? No, they're doing it now.
Right. It's jamming right here. I'll go on to so right on this side. So can you go? It might try to go. So I'm wondering if you can get or if anything else that size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's getting stuck. It's not going through.
Oh, you got some. You study the time. Can you look about it?
Just in case.
I never do before.
Free moment. Go free pro. No, the black I'm seeing it going out water just to make sure. Right, now we have to take it back like I'm pretty much. No, on the other side. So now we just because remember that I was going because it wasn't lining up, so we saw just to go through. Right, but what I'm saying is this is the only way in either.
You're learning a project.
I tightened it just now, but that was the problem. Is it still
Oh, yeah.
We have one inch more this side.
We need to take it all the way here. No, because it's jamming here. That's what I was saying. It's still jamming, so it's not going. Because that's why it's supposed to go along with it.
We have to move this.
We have the text, but this needs to go through.
Yeah, or like.
That's why I think it's stuck. Because it's not just here. I mean, it's all the we need to get it all the way through. Just pull up, yeah, but we need to, this needs to be able to. No, it's not in anymore. Hold on. Right. It's in there, but it's not all the way through. So we still need to, yes. So do you want to, but you seem to like.
No, you're mad?
What's happening here? No. But your mama was doing it's kind of right. I know. I think it's I want those videos. I promise. Yeah, keep fighting there because then I should pull this through. You need to fix the other. So it's closing, yeah? It's closing. Yeah, it's closing. Keep going. Yes. Alright, so we have these four to do. Sí, es que no podía revisar. We only move one.
Four after the right?
No, but you want, how many you want?
Hey, ladies, I am so much, so I want to WC.
Hands on, Mark, hands on. Hands on, hands on.
No, that's me. I am the. She went to the car to get stuff for whoever. Somebody she had stuff in the car. I hold this right. Pull out. Okay.
You're gonna do the second one?
Yeah, I want to give you away there already. Are you ready to do the second one? No, yeah, how do you figure it out? Well, let me put it on here.
Tengo miedo que le quede. We don't have another one of this one, right? The problem with this is this one is not adjustable. It is a little high for her.
So if you push this through, you're doing this.
Oh, and it's supposed to,
We have this, we have a standard or low.
And they won't tell them, you just push you,
And this is just we cannot change.
keep pulling. No, say they don't have to pull, just push through.
Mark, if you need to go, you can go.
What you need to do.
No, we keep the tools. We keep the tools.
Very bad when they come.
We keep the tools.
Yes, you have to get it through these tools. No, let me do it first. Because it might be like that.
Yo lo haría de los dos lados, pero para mí hay que hacer la tercera 12 de una vez. No,
my car with you. No, pero es que estaba de 12 a 10. Estaba en 10. Y el otro, la factura dice 12 por 12.
Claro, eso es una pulgada de cada lado, pues.
Pero porque la casa se configuró 12 por 12.
Te dio 10.
Is this guy like? Okay. Okay. Pregnancy. Okay. 10 or 12. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing right now. Right.
You're going to the restroom?
Yeah.
And why don't you take the chair? That one.
Maybe you can't get
Wait, he's not straight. It's not straight.
Yeah,
See? From here. Alright, so let's pull that up.
Oh, you just say, okay, good, I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's what I know. And so when I get her height up, and doctors want her height, they can have it. When she comes back in the bathroom, we'll do it. Well, like a tape measure.
The only thing, maybe we can stay with this. Estoy pensando que esto nos va a quedar sin
Muy chiquito. No, nosotros lo dejamos así. Right. Okay. We need to move back again.
No, está perfecto. Es que estás moviendo de un lado.
Okay.
The chair has this hole, so the chair can move 1 inch per side. So the original was ordered in 10. We can go up to 12. So we are going to 11.
Maria, how many times can you make this bigger?
This what?
This chair.
Why not?
Yeah.
Bro, it's full. It's in this case, it was 10. We are making it 11, and it can go up to 12.
Thank you very much.
Right, that's not. Okay.
Y acá lo que hay que hacer es mover esto para que la tela cambie.
No, but you see that not like out there now. Right. Okay. Let's pull it back a little bit.
I don't see it, but she's pretty.
Maybe something, it's something.
Right. We need, somebody needs to hit this while I hold it this here.
Wow.
But I doesn't look like it's
Hold on,
Alright, hold up, just now. You have to line up this side. Just now. Right. Go to. Line up. That's not. Wait, one second. Right. Hold up. Okay.